What up, YouTube? How's it going? How you doing? How your mama doing? I'm sorry, I'm in a very weird mood today. Let's start over. What up, YouTube? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Sherri. Thank you so much for being here today. I am here today to reveal to you some more of my eyeshadow palette collection. I cannot believe that you guys are so entertained by me showing you a bunch of dusty palettes, but I should understand because I like to watch other people show me a bunch of dusty palettes. So I've got a bunch here in front of me. I'm going to keep on showing them to you until I run out of steam, and then I'll stop and we'll start over on another one later on a different day. I have been working hard in my house. I've been distance teaching with my students, and other than that, playing with my makeup. So let's get in here again. Randomly just pulled them off the shelf. They're not in any kind of order. I'm just going to show them to you, show you some of the swatches of my favorite shades, and just show you what I got. So if you would like to see some more of my eyeshadow collection, this is part 5. I told you there's probably going to be 15. Then please hang around and keep on watching. Okay, so I decided I was going to kind of make this about my mini palettes. These are all little bitty palettes, or these are the smaller of some of the palettes that I have, or they are multitasking palettes. So I'm going to start with all the little baby ones. The first one here is the Smashbox Full Exposure. I love this because like it's about as big as a credit card. And so this is the second time I've bought this actually. The first one I dropped it and broke it into like 8,042 pieces. But it's just a really good palette to keep in your purse or your little makeup bag that you carry along with you, because it's got just all basic neutrals, and it would be easy to touch up with this. Keep a little makeup brush in your purse, and then you would have something to touch up with. So I'm going to show you, I don't really feel like I want to show you many of the mattes, so I'm going to show you a couple of the shimmers. I'll just show you all the shimmers. How about that? And they're just really nice shadows. I mean, nothing spectacular, nothing to write home about, but they're nice shadows and nice to have a tiny little compact in your purse. If you've got the, dark brown, if you needed to maybe touch up eyeliner, you've got the light transition if you needed to brighten it up or blend something out. You could do an entire eye look with it if you needed to. So that's really nice to have in a pinch. That's the Smashbox Full Exposure. Next, I've got the Lancome Color Design palette. It's tiny. I got this as a free gift with something that I bought. But it is so tiny. And I guess, I don't know, this probably wouldn't be a good take with you palette as far as being able to be all-inclusive, but I just love this blue. It's so pretty, and this gold is pretty, and this champagne is pretty. So I'll show you the shades. I don't think I've ever used this, but I have to have swatched it because it's not brand new. This blue, the shimmers are real nice. This blue, I don't know about. It's super patchy, at least on the swatch, but I don't know that I've ever put that on my eye. So that's the Lancome Color Design palette. Next is the IBY Trio Eyeshadow Palette Three's Company. I just don't even remember these, you guys. This is a nice basic palette, just a matte and a couple shimmers. Be a great beginner palette for somebody. So I'll just swatch the whole shebang. Ooh, that's a nice copper and a nice white shimmer. And that is the Three's Company by IBY Beauty. Alright, next is by Naked Cosmetics. It doesn't have a label of any kind on it, so let's just take a gander. Oh, I do remember this one. I don't think I've ever used this one either. Very interesting sunset-y type shades, all shimmers. And I think I kept this because they're nice. But I don't know that I could make a look just out of the colors in this palette, or if I did, I don't think I would like it. But the orange would be nice to use in another look. The green would be nice, and it's a nice burgundy plum shade as well. So that is the Naked Cosmetics trio. Next is the Party Animal by Laura Lee. I remember this because I almost threw it away because she got canceled. She said some not so great things, and that's before I decided to separate the people from the cosmetics, and I just decided to keep it. I think I used it, but I don't think I was very impressed. I'm going to show you the pink shimmer, the turquoise, the blue, and the purple. I think I remember the purple just didn't impress me, but it looks like these mattes are pretty nice actually. Yeah, the purple is kind of patchy, but the others are pretty nice. The purple kind of looks more pink whenever it gets sheared out. So that is the Party Animal palette by Laura Lee. Next is the Smashbox Cover Shot Major Metals Eye Palette. I remember thinking this was so cool. I can't remember where I got this, if I bought it or if it came in a box, but that's so groovy. That's what it looks like. There's a little sticker in here that says apply out of this world and social currency with your finger, which that is these two. So I'm going to apply them all with my finger, but I'm going to try, I'll do social currency. I hate when they're on the back. Go Platinum, social currency, heat index, and out of this world. My fingers are all stained from the Laura Lee palette, so they may look different on my fingers than they do on the swatch. Yeah, those are nice shimmers. I've never used this. Is that becoming a theme? That is the Smashbox Cover Shot Major Metals. I think I'm starting to see that I don't really grab for little palettes very often. Maybe they just fly under the radar, you think? Next is the only Huda Obsessions palette that I have. Got this in a Nipsey Plus, I believe, and this is the Mauve Obsessions, and it's gorgeous. I'm gonna swatch two shimmers and two mattes. These aren't really doing much here, but they're pretty colors, and I have used this, so I know it's good. I like Huda's formula, and that's probably, I mean, even what I'm doing with the swatches here, I really find that these are the kind of shadows that you have to build up, and I kind of appreciate that. In most palettes, I appreciate that because I like to build up rather than having super high pigmentation right off the bat, and you can get too happy and then you're stuck blending for 2 years. So that's the Huda Obsessions Mauve Obsessions. Next is the Matte Sun. I know I can't see this. I remember doing a video with this and completely butchering the name. Starr Siding Compact Fuchsia. Very cute little palette. I got this on sale at Christmas time, and I really enjoyed this, and I did a look with this, and so I will link it up there for you. It's very pretty, very unique. In fact, I did a cut crease with these two shades, and I remember the minute I opened it, I'm like, oh, I'm doing a cut crease with those two shades. So I'll do all the shimmers in one matte. How about that? Shimmer, 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 matte. The matte isn't even showing up. Not even. But look at those two. First two. Oh, it just doesn't even do it any justice how pretty that is. They're beautiful and duochrome and very glittery, but still smooth. So gorgeous. There's nothing more gorgeous to me than a shadow that is glittery yet not flaky and chunky. Next is the MAC Patrick Starr palette, and this is the Glam AF palette. I just really like Patrick Starr, and I really wanted to support him. So I'm just going to swatch all the ones except for the lighter one because it's just too light to even show up. And we got Brulee, Oh My God, Saddle, and Embark. And I think the only one I'm not doing is Brulee. And I know Saddle is a popular shade from MAC, so I was excited to have a MAC shadow that I was familiar with. So that's the Glam AF Patrick Starr MAC palette. Next we've got the Leave Your Mark eyeshadow palette from Tarte. How cute is that package? Adorable. And this is like, when I say this, like every palette from Tarte for like 2 years looked just like this. And I do like Tarte. I love the way they smell. I love their shimmers. Their mattes are really nice. They're nice, but they're just so boring. And like, how many of these can you actually get? I mean, neutrals, once you get a Tarte Neutrals palette, you got a Tarte Neutrals palette. I got this in a FabFitFun box. I do so love the way they smell though, but just, you know, basic. And so this was the Leave Your Mark, and this leaves a very light, neutral, not fancy mark of my hand. But I like Tarte, but Tarte got real boring to me. And so even now I have to make myself even give Tarte shadows a second look. All right, this was my actual first MAC palette, and this is the Dusky Rose ×9. And I thought this would be a lot more dusty rosier, but I have used it. I don't remember if I filmed a look with it or not. I don't think so. But it's very muted. It's very muted. It's very muted. It's just not super fancy, and there's nothing that really stands out. And I mean, it's all good and everything, but it's just, you know, kind of like what I was saying about Tarte. Just very muted, very subtle, very neutral, and it's pretty. But like, how many of these do you really need? You know? I thought it would be dustier and rosier. So that's the Dusky Rose ×9 by MAC. Alright. Next, I think I got both of these in BoxyCharms or some subscription box. I know I didn't just buy them. And these are the Studio on the Go. I've got the... I don't know which, like, how to distinguish between the two. Well, they look exactly the same on the front, but they're different inside. So we'll just leave it at that. This one looks like that. And I think I remember really liking these and thinking that they're really quality shadows, but that the shimmers were super flaky. Ooh, that feels nice though. That feels real nice. Really pretty colors. This is definitely my cup of tea. Yeah, the shimmers are very flaky, but they're pretty. Those are beautiful colors. I don't know if that's doing it justice. But that's you can see just by the way the palette looks that, you know, the stuff falls out everywhere. This is kind of a cooler taupier, aside from this color, a cooler taupier version. And if I remember correctly, the next one is kind of browns and neutrals. I think I liked this one better. I think I liked the quality of the shadows better in this one, and I liked the color story better in the other one. But I will do a couple shimmers and a couple mattes for you. Yeah, these are real nice. Real nice. As far as quality is concerned. Mattes I don't do so good when I'm doing these videos because I'm wiping my hand with a wet towelette and I am drying it, but it still makes for some funky swatches. So that's the second On the Go palette by Studio Makeup. I don't think I said that. Studio Makeup On the Go. And those are, I haven't decluttered those because they're still really nice palettes, but there's some issues. They got some issues. Alright, now we've got the Pur Midnight Masquerade. I don't know, all these Pur palettes that we've gotten in boxes, I just haven't liked them. I've really liked the Barbie one that I recently bought, but this one is really nice. These are all blushes, but let me show you the blushes. So this is what I meant by multitasking. Really pretty highlighters and blushes. So those are the highlighters and the blushes. Definitely gotta go real light on 2 of those 3 blushes. And the eyeshadows. My fingers are super stained. That's really a pretty frosty blue. Those are really nice, actually. I don't remember if I even used this. I want to go in with this purple, though, and see how it swatches. Purples just seem like they're just never good. But that one's pretty good. So maybe this guy, the Masquerade by Pur, needs to get another shot. Maybe I just had an attitude about Pur. Those look really nice. I don't know why I thought it was so bad. Maybe I was having a makeup snob moment. Alright, I am not going to swatch this one because there's just so much going on, but I did want to show it to you as a multitasking palette. It's the IT Cosmetics. I don't even know what it's called. I wanted to say it was called like the It Girl or something like that, but it has everything in it. It has powder, highlighter. These are eyeshadows. Sorry, I don't know how to show this to you. This comes off. These slide out. And you've got powder and bronzer and concealers. And brushes. And then this slides out. Maybe. And you've got lippies and blushes. And so this is like, even though the shadows are like really boring, they really are, you've got everything that you would need. And if you had to travel light, say you had to go somewhere on an emergency trip and you had to travel light and all you could bring is like one thing, this would be perfect for that. And just because this was sitting on the same shelf and because it doesn't really fit with anything else, It's one of the very few Too Faced holiday sets that I have been drawn to buy. Whenever you look at it like this, it looks like a pretty little snow lady. I could not resist it. It was on sale for like half price. I'm not super impressed with the quality, but I'm going to show you inside. These are the eyeshadows. This glittery one, oof, I don't need to mess with that. I'm going to do a couple shimmers and a couple mattes for you. Ooh, that purple's pretty. And these are like not super wonderful, but not terrible. They're just kind of in between. Kind of, if you've ever dealt with Too Faced with their holiday palettes, they're not terrible. They're good enough. But when you know what really good shadows are like, then they are not enough. Gosh, I'm just showing all the snobdom today. So with this, that came with that. That's the eye part. This is the blush. All very pretty shades. In fact, I need to keep this out because these are all, there's like a mauve one, a pinky one, a rosy one, and a peachy one. So any, oh, these are the worst swatches of life. I did a terrible job. That orange one or that peachy one, I just do not do good swatches with my pinky, just straight up. And this one, doesn't show up enough. Anyway, there you go. There, maybe that's why I didn't keep it out, because they don't look very pigmented and they seem very dusty and not very creamy. And then I believe the next one is a bronzer and a highlighter. Yep. And I believe, yep, Chocolate Soleil. That does not even want to show up, but those are the, so that's the, see if it even has a name. It's the Snow Lady. How about that, by Too Faced? It was a holiday limited edition set. I am sure of it. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. Those are the majority of my mini palettes. Of course, I have them in other contraptions, and that won't be the end of it, but those are all the ones that were stacked together. So I'm going to stop there. I will say, if there are any of these that you are super interested in and would like to see them in action, let me know down in the comment section and I'll do the best I can to get that taken care of for you. Yeah, that's it for me, you guys. That's number 5. I hope I'm saying the right episode or the right installment. It's always possible that I mess up the number, so if I did, look on the thumbnail. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed looking at all my mini and multitasking palettes and just palettes that don't fit anywhere else. I appreciate it so much. If you enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit that cute little notification bell so that you will not miss any of my future videos. But until next time, take care and God bless. Bye, guys. Next is the Bare Minerals Invisible Light. Oh, it's powder. It's powder. I appreciate it so much. If you enjoyed the video,